Hey friend, now you're here because you want to learn how to style a gorgeous black fedora, am I right? This is actually one of my favorite hats. There are two hats that I absolutely love, and this probably nudges as number one. The reason being is it can totally up your style game and open you up to a whole different genre of style using all the same pieces that you already have because you've already watched my capsule wardrobe and minimal style concept, right? Moving on, I don't want to waste any time here. Let's get into what type of fedora you want. There are several different types of fedoras, but what I recommend is a black wool fedora with a wide brim and a leather strap, no feather, okay? Feathers are sweet, but not for this style, okay? Because this is more of your casual, high-level, styled casual type of look. The other type of fedora that's out there is more of a dressy fedora that you'd wear with suits. I own one, I absolutely love it. It's a stingy brim black wool fedora with a beautifully finished edge and a cloth strap. Now that doesn't work at all with the type of style that we're going for today. Now next up, we need to figure out where we're actually gonna buy this thing, right? There are three different types of places to look for when you're buying a fedora. Now one, my favorite place to buy a fedora, and the place to get like a really spot on awesome one, is a hat specialty store that does not do any baseball hats, okay? The way you're gonna find that, they're a little bit harder to find, but it sounds a little cheeky, but the best way to find one is go to a black church, okay? And then ask any of the gentlemen there wearing a sweet fedora where they bought it, and they'll let you in on the big secret of where to find amazing fedoras. The next place is to get it custom made in New York. It's obviously quite a bit more expensive, but the hats turn out amazing. Only problem is if you don't have it right, you can't return it. Now the third place that's a little bit more cost effective is a place like H&M or Zara. Now I bet you're looking at me a little sideways, especially when I tell you that this black fedora was actually from H&M. Now when I put this on and you look at it, now you're gonna be looking at it being like, huh, it's from H&M, it doesn't look cheap or whatever. This looks awesome. And if I wouldn't have said anything, you would have thought I would have custom made this in New York. That's one thing that just drives me a little bit nuts, okay? You can have awesome style at any price point. And a place that I recommend if you're on a lower budget is a place like Zara or H&M. Now, how do you actually wear the fedora? Now, spoiler alert, this fedora looks incredible in real life, but for some reason, the proximity to the camera and where I'm wearing it, it doesn't look that cool. I've actually already kind of looked at it and it looks a little, not quite as good as I would like it to look. But in real life, maybe I'll do a photo shoot later so I can show you guys, how this actually looks. But it doesn't look as cool. All right, so how do you actually wear this thing? This is my favorite way of actually wearing a fedora is you style the front section of your hair in like a gentle pompadour like I have going on right now, or possibly spiky if that's your style. It doesn't look quite as good like that, but I would recommend like a pompadour to the side, and then you take your hat and you put it on the crown of your head, okay? So right behind the front section that's going up on your hair, okay? So now it'll look sort of like this wide angle, just black halo for you, but it actually looks more really interesting when you're here in like real life, and it gives you the dimension to it. And you turn sideways, you can see the fedora, and it's just resting on the crown of my head, and the front part of my hair is going up. This is my absolute favorite way, and I think this is the most stylish way to wear a fedora. Now the next option is you wear it over the front portion of your forehead. Now that's about like a half an inch above your eyebrows is where you want the front part of the brim to go. Now when you do this, you don't want to cock it sideways all the way like Michael Jackson used to do in the 80s, where you're going this kind of deal and it's pulling over like this, because it doesn't quite look right, okay? So what you want to do is lay it straight, roughly straight. It can be a little bit cocked, right? Depending upon your style that you're going for. Pull it down in the back, right? And then you want it just about half an inch above your eyebrows. You want the front section of the hat not tilted up like this. You want it sort of gently tilted down if you can get that shape and angle, and it looks pretty sweet. I like it. And again, I apologize, it looks much cooler in real life. So this is actually how you wear the fedora. Now moving on from there, let's talk about how to style this bad boy. That's an important piece, because if you don't actually style it correctly, it's gonna look a little bit out of place. The ways that I like to style a fedora are generally with blacks. Black on black is something you should not be afraid of. It's not like white on white or like blue on blue or red on some other prime color. Black on black looks awesome. So take that black leather jacket that you have from the capsule wardrobe we talked through, your black shirt, your black jeans, and then your black wide brim wool fedora. Style the front part of your hair, and that is gonna look so legit. Another way to do that is with denim button-ups. I love denim button-ups. Denim button-ups work with the fedora concept, but again, you have to style it with a jacket, I would recommend. And you can roll the sleeves, and you might want to have some accessories on. And you can even pop a little bit of color in there if you want, maybe with like an olive green. I would avoid like a baby blue, and navy can work, but I would generally avoid that as well. And here are a few more examples, pictures of people that I've found that are styling a fedora really well. Something that really works when you're wearing a fedora is if you have a few accessories that go along with that, like a scarf, like we're seeing over here. Johnny's doing an awesome job wearing this scarf and sort of upping the whole level of his whole entire outfit. Another thing you can do is a vest. Now, a vest that almost looks more formal, but you're throwing it on with something that's more casual and a button up and rocking your fedora. That's another way that I really enjoy wearing a fedora and making it look amazing. And last but not least, a way to make a fedora look awesome is just to wear simply a pair of black jeans, a white t-shirt, and your fedora, and with a few accessories, okay? That looks super, super, super cool. It's so simple, it's so elegant, but it just stands out, man. It just adds that little something that kind of takes your style game to another tier. Again, gentlemen, it's worth the try. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous addition to your wardrobe. It'll take those simple, casual looks that look great already and just add a whole nother dimension to your style game. When you put this thing on, you're gonna feel so cool when you do it the right way. My name is Paul Nagaoka. Thank you so much for watching.